What's up, everybody? Got everybody here sleeping. It's all good. Alright, so let's talk about the sponge filters. You can see I got a big head and this thing's huge. This sponge filter is rated at 120 gallons is what it's rated at. But you guys have been watching my videos, you know that I run double filtration. If I've got a 120 gallon tank, well, I'm running about 240 gallons worth of filtration. I want my water turning around about 5 to 6 times an hour through a filter somewhere in my tank. So let's talk about this guy right here. Great buy. They're inexpensive. Really easy to use. There's a couple ways, or I guess about 3 ways you can use this. Let's talk about 2 of the main ones that we use though. Now, this tube right here is set up, so all you do is just slide a power head inside here. It'll suck water through here. And when you're sucking water through here, the only way for the water to get in is to go through the sponge itself. Now, this works in 2 different ways. You're going to use this as a filter media, like your small particles, that kind of stuff, and then we're going to use this for a biomedia. Now, there is a lot of surface area on this thing, so you can fit a lot of biological media in this. So when you go to pet stores, stuff like that, you usually see them running these because number 1, they're cheap. Number 2, they're easy to clean. And number 3, the third one. Number 3, they're extremely effective. So let's talk about how this thing breaks down. So you can pull the top of this off. You can see the cylinder there. The way I'm going to use this is I'm going to attach my air line right there. So you can see the air stone on the bottom. It does come with an extra one, at least most of these do. So, if this thing gets clogged up for whatever reason, you have a spare one. But I mean, air stones are cheap. They're anywhere between 10 cents and 25 cents. So you can get an air stone pretty inexpensive. So you can see all the slats in here. So this allows water to actually get drawn in here, and then it's going to fill up. It's going to come through those little holes that you can see in there. You can almost see all the way down through the tube. So your air is being pumped down into the tube there in the center with you see the white tube there coming out of your air stone. And then when the air is coming up, it's sucking water in. When you're sucking water in, you're sucking it in through the foam. Sponge filter. So the sponge, not foam. Alright, so the sponge itself, really easy to get out. Now, they recommend that you clean this with tank water before you set it up. They want you to soak it in tank water for about 5 minutes just to get it nice and moist. And you guys can see, I mean, this thing it's sponge. I mean, it's sponge. So, really easy to use, really cool, easy to clean, gotta love it, okay? And then let's talk about the bottom of this thing. So you see this here. This part actually slides in. Whoops. As I'm breaking it. This part here, it's got little grooves. So it will very simply, when you have it inside your filter, it looks like this. And this part down here is really heavy. So, I mean, it's got some weight to it. Listen. Ooh. I hope it didn't wake everybody up. So this is the base, really heavy, so it'll sink down in your tank. Sponge filter goes on top of that. Okay, so base, sponge filter. This little doohickey right here goes up on top. And then I'm gonna get it in the tank, get it running, show you how it does in there. Okay, now guys, this is a 120 gallon tank that I'm putting this in. This is a lot of space. I have a big melon. This thing is big, so we're gonna have to find a place in the tank where I can set this up where A, it's inconspicuous, which is hard to do because it's huge, and B, I mean, I have to actually fit this in my tank. So I'm gonna work on that here for a few minutes. We'll come back when we get this thing up and running, show you what it is. Don't forget, follow the directions. Not hard. It's on the back of the box. Just read it. So, got her in the tank. Yes, it's in there. That's it right back there. So, I mean, like I said, guys, this is hard to hide. I've got these huge rocks in here, some driftwood. So I got a nice little cave that I'm able to put this in. The bubbles that are coming out of the top there, that's where it is. And if we go to the side here, you can actually kind of see it back there. But, you know, I've got this pretty well hidden if I'm looking for my couch. That's where it is. So I was able to hide this thing pretty well. You do see some of the bubbles there, but those will go away. They're going to dissipate, and then I won't have those, so they really won't be a problem. This will just be black, and you guys can see everything that's going on behind my tank. Yeah, that's because I don't have a background on it yet, so still working on that. That'll be another project, another video for another time. Inexpensive way to do that. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy your new sponge filter. And don't forget, subscribe. Hit that button right there. There's a little red one that says subscribe on it. Click on it. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.